ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मण श्रुतिमातुः अनुग्रहेण वेदांत दर्शन योग दर्शन उक्त ज्ञान द्वारा परमात्मा अनुभव द्वारा मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च समस्त सनातन भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक संस्थापकानां विघ्नशत्रु निवारण द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययन वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ गुरूणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। 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 ओम पतंजलि महर्षये 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 नमः। ओम व्यास 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 महर्षये नमः। ओम अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम प्रथम पादः समाधि पादः सूत्राणि। ओम अथ योगानुशासनम योगः चित्तवृत्ति निरोधः तदा द्रष्टुः स्वरूपे अवस्थानं वृत्तिसारूप्यमितरत्र वृत्तया पञ्चतयः क्लिष्टाः अक्लिष्टाः प्रमाण विपर्यय विकल्प निद्रा स्मृतयः प्रत्यक्ष अनुमानागमाः प्रमाणानि विपर्ययो मिथ्या ज्ञानमतद्रूप प्रतिष्ठं शब्द ज्ञानानुपाते वस्तुशून्यो विकल्पः अभाव प्रत्यालम्बना वृत्तिर्निद्रा अनुभूत विषय संप्रमोषः स्मृतिः अभ्यास वैराग्याभ्यां तन्निरोधः तत्र स्थितौ यत्नोऽभ्यासः सहतो दीर्घकाल नैरन्तर्य सत्कार आसेवितो दृढभूमिः दृष्ट अनुश्रविक विषय वितृष्णस्य वशीकार संज्ञा वैराग्यम। We have studied this 15th sutra talking about the vairagya apara vairagya exhaustively with Vyasa Bhashya. And the main conclusion is what? The vairagya means a intellectual conviction and experience that it is in my vasha. What is that? The vitrushna, born out of the prasankhyanabala, bala, born out of the dosha drushti towards the all vishayas which are drushta by the eyes of this world, anushravika, heard about the other world. So the vishayas seen by our eyes in this world, heard through our ears of the other world, towards all those vishayas, because of the dosha drushti, which is done because of prasankhyanabala, bala, there is the vitrushna generated, and now that vitrushna we have vasha, and that vasha is fully in our experience, in our own intellectual conviction, that whether they are present or not, absent, I am not disturbed by them. So neither raga nor the dvesha, neither heya bhavana nor the upadeya bhavana for any of them is there in my chitta. That state of being is called vairagya. It has to be generated, it has to be kept alive. What it does is it stops the entry of the new Vrutthis into us. Otherwise, with Yoga Sadhana Abhyasa, we are removing the Vrutthis, but again, because we don't have Vairagya, newer and newer Vrutthis are happening through our perceptions and value or importance given. Okay, now we will see the Paravairagya today. Very good, very interesting, very elaborate. We'll see. So the sutra will chant 3 times and see the Vyasa Bhashya, Parayana. In Vyasa Bhashya ka ek pada we will try to understand today. Tat param purushakhyate gunavai trushyam. Tat param purushakhyate gunavai trushyam. Tat param purushakhyate gunavai trushyam. So first sutra artha as it is, then the bhashya parayanam, then the bhashya avagahana. So sutra artha is tat param, that is called paravairagya. Tat is called paravairagya. Para is paravairagya. What is that? Purushakhyate. Because of the purushakhyati, guna, towards all the gunas, vai trushyam, total trishna is gone away. So the earlier is Vishaya Vitrushna. Here it is Guna Vitrushna. That is little grasa, this is little subtler. Both are different, both are required. Both Vairagyas are different, both Vairagyas are required for us for Vritti Nirodha and then Swarupa Avasthana. So the meaning is what? Purusha Khyati. Means as we are touching the Purusha on the seat of meditation, the taste of that Purusha is so great, so beautiful. As a result of which, not only the Vishayas, but the cause of the Vishayas called as the Gunas. Even towards them also, there is total Vitrushna. That state of mind is called Paravaira. As we see the Bhashya and explain 2-3 times, today, tomorrow, like that, it will start happening. Like when we said for 2-3 days, the apara vairagya ka thoda idea humko aaya. Before that, vairagya means leaving the things we used to think. And we used to live whenever the vairagya happens, temporary. Again we take it. When the raga dvesha happen. But with the clarity, it's a conviction and experience in our heart that we have the Varsha of Heya Upadeya Shunyata, because of the Vitrushna towards all heard and seen. A great explanation it was. And that should be our goal. Else kya hoga? Temporarily, whenever we are told to have vairagya, we keep the things away, but inside the longing for them is there, again we go for it. That's how every day we become vairagya and again ragadvesh. But in actual vairagya, once you give up once for all. That's called true vairagya. That will happen with this explanation. Dushtanuslavika Vishesha Vitrushnasta Vashikara. But it's only the apara vairagya. Para is this one. What is that? Purusha Khyate Gunavitus. When you have the Khyati or experience of Purusha, slowly the Vitrushna for the Gunas also happen. Thereafter, there is nothing other than Purusha Anubhuti. गुणों का वितृष्ण होने के कारण गुणों को छोड़ते ही वो गायब हो जाते हैं. Why? The whole world is there because we are holding it. If you drop it, everything goes away. We hold with our convictions and our own inner mind, bhavanas, then only the world is there. Like in Nidra, you left it, there is no world. है कि नहीं? पूरा दुनिया का छट दिया तो है ही नहीं वहां निद्रा में. In the same way, at the self level, when we drop, gold is gone. World is only in imagination. When you drop the imagination, where is the world? It's only in notion. Although we are talking about the finer most thought, साधना काल में world है, everything is real, we have to do the sadhana required, ये सब तो है. But finally, when you drop Vitrushna से गया. Same thing said in chapter 2 of Gita, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha. This is called aparavaira. Rasavarjam, but still there is a rasa for it. Rasahapi asya sadhakasya param društva nivartate. But even that rasa, the taste for the things, when the paramatma anubhuti is experienced, nivartate, even this also goes away. So that Atma Ananda is so tasty, in front of that this is useless, therefore you start leaving it. When you start leaving it, it goes away. When it goes away, it is discovered that it was never there. Interesting. दिस इज हाउ लिटरल मीनिंग ऑफ पुरुष ख्याति होने के कारण गुणों के प्रति भी वितृष्णा को परवैराग्य कहते हैं. तत्परम पुरुष ख्याते है गुण वैतृष्ण. Therefore, paravairagya will not happen if we don't touch the Purusha in our meditational seat. Therefore, aparavairagyam is not sufficient. It only helps us in getting rid of the Vishayas outside. But we have to touch the Purusha, then the paravairagya, both of them, paravairagya together, eliminate the total Vrutthis. Then we establish in Purusha. Sarupe avasthanam it is said. Always in Vedanta also, Sarupa Anubhuti ne kehte, Sarupa Pratishta. Pratishtam Vindati. Glimpses will come with the sadhana after the aparavairagya of the self. Those glimpses will help us in giving up even the trishna for the gunas. When the guna for the trishna for the gunas are totally given up, then continuing that abhyasa of a Purusha Khyati, Purusha Pratishta will happen. We will establish in the anubhuti of Aham Brahmas. In that anubhuti, everything is that alone, nothing is there other than it. Again and again listen करने से पहला data आ जाता है. Then belief in the data happens. Then when we contemplate, it becomes our own knowledge. When we meditate, it becomes our own experience. So, now what Bhashyakara's Bhashyam, very beautiful, elaborate. It has got 3 or 4 parts. Let us try to see them. Now the Bhashya Vyasa Bhagavan. See, first point. Drushta Anushravika Vishaya Dosha Darshi Viraktaha Purusha Darshana Abhyasat Tat Shuddhi Praviveka Apyayita Buddhi Gunebhyaha Vyakta Vyakta Dharmakebhyaha Viraktaha iti. One sentence, Paravairagya is explained. Tat, therefore, in this way, Dvayam Vairagyam. 2 are the Vairagyas. Different totally, both are required to be achieved. Dvayam Vairagyam. Tatra, among them. Yad Uttaram, not Purvam Uttaram. Second one, Tad Jnana Prasada Matram is the result of the Jnana. Yasya Udaye. In fact, when that Paravairagya is dawns in us, Pratyudita Khyatihi, that person who has got the Khayal of the Purusha, evam manyate, in this way contemplates. What is it? Ki Praptam Prapaniyam. I'm chanting the mantra, I'm going to explain every one of them. Then Kshinaha Kshetavyaha Kleshaha 2. Chinnaha Snishta Parva Bhavasankramaha 3. Yasya avichedat janitva mriyate mrutva cha jayate iti. Then jnanasya eva parakashta vairagyam. देखो ज्ञान का परास्थिति को वैराग्य. वैराग्य से ज्ञान नहीं, ज्ञान से वैराग्य. ज्ञानस्य पराकाष्ठा वैराग्यम एतस्य एव हि न अंतरीयकम कैवल्यम इति. यहाँ तक ले गया that Paravairagya is related to directly the Kaivalyam itself, Moksha. Okay, now one by one word we'll see. What it is? First, Drushta Anushravika Vishaya Dosha Darshi, therefore Virakta. Therefore, the one who is called Aparavairagi. Pehle wala banda. So, first thing you have to anyway achieve. After passing 7th only, go to the 8th and study and pass it also. So therefore, before becoming Paravairagi, we have to become Aparavairagi. Straight away Paravairagi chahiye mujhe. ऐसा नहीं होता. Straight away I want to become the officer, not the clerk and UDC. That's possible in the governmental offices, but not in spirituality. Therefore, Bhashyakara specifically telling us, you cannot have straight away Purushakyati and Paravairagya unless you go through the process of the first step. No, I am already free from the Vishaya Vitrishna. I can go for Paravairagya. Yes, You look into yourself, you might have done that Aparaviragi sadhana in your earlier lives. So that you and Guru can discuss. You might have crossed that cannot become a point for all the general people who have not reached the Aparaviragya sthiti. देखो यू डिस्कस विद गुरु गुरु आई मेरे को लगता है तो कोई विषय भी तृष्णा तो है ही नहीं मुझे वशीकार हो गया तो मेरे को हो गया अपर वैराग ओके फॉर यू स्ट्रेट अवे अपर sorry para but in general for all of us the shastra has to say the process so as the process concerned first we have to achieve the apara that is why specifically is again defining drushta anushravika vishaya doshadarshi therefore virakta he is not at all interested in any of the drushta and anushravika vishayas उसका दोष देख लिया उन्होंने कि दे आर ओनली क्रिएटिंग द वृत्ति विथ विच सारूप्यम संसार इज ग्रोइंग आई डोंट वांट आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट in fact it has to be intellectually felt first what is the meaning of apara then truly when we do you can really experience that none of this world or the other worldly things or objects are prompting or tempting me मैं विरक्त हो गया मैं with knowledge it is because dosha darshanam not under any other compulsion सब मिला नहीं इसलिए मैंने खाया नहीं जब दिखता है तो like in all winters we have no attachment to the mango at all available ही नहीं वो and in the summer we are not interested in sitapal available nahi not that type of vritti but real virakti because of dosha drushti which is very deep the one who want to have the moksha for them only this type of vairagya will come and one will want the moksha only when the first four sutras they understand in the Sarupa only there is Ananda. Sarupa Pratishtha is stopped or troubled by the Vrutthis. Vrutthis are this Panchakraiva. ये सब जो समझा है उसी बंदे को वैराग्य करने की इच्छा होती है वैराग्य करने का सामर्थ्य प्रयत्न एंड अचीवमेंट सो दृष्ट अनुश्रविक विषय दोषदर्शिनः विरक्तः ओके दोषदर्शी विरक्तः उस स्थिति को पहुंचने के बाद देन व्हाट विल ही डू Purusha darshana abhyasat. Now when you have no darshana of the Dura darshana or Ghora darshan, Vishaya darshan, then what darshana you have to have? Purusha darshana, Atma Purusha darshana. I'll explain it tomorrow in more detail. Atma Purusha darshana abhyasat. As he is trying to do the darshana of the Atma Vastu, after the Aparavairagya, what will happen? You know, Tat Shuddhi. That Atma Vastu is found to be Shuddha. Free from the trigunas. That Shuddhi when it is happening, what happens? Then the praviveka, tat Shuddhi praviveka. Doubtlessly, the Atman is found to be separate from the three gunas, therefore it is found to be Shuddha. Atman is found to be separate from the three gunas, therefore three gunas are not polluting it, therefore it is found to be Shuddha. That is the meaning of Tat Shuddhi Praviveka. When that is touched, you know, that my own self, which is not attached to the gunas, therefore it is Shuddha. एक special अनुभूति आता है. That अनुभूति is called as Apyayita Buddhi. Apyayantu mamangani. Didn't we chant in that Kena Upanishad Shanti Mantra? Apyayita Buddhi. He is so much in satisfaction. Apyayita Buddhi. Happiness that the guna rahita atma appears to be so tasty there. Guna rahita means shuddhata. So here the word used is tat shuddhi praviveka apyayita buddhi. That's why every word of this bhashya you have to understand. Apyayita buddhi, very simple words. Tomorrow we'll explain more. A contented intellect, a happy intellect. Why? He found the atma is free from the trigunas, therefore it is Shuddha. That Shuddha Atma, because it is Ananda Sarupa, it is giving him that Apyayitatva. Just like when we have the Raga Dvesha, mind is so disturbed. When we free ourselves from Raga Dvesha, with our conscious effort, don't we see the inner bosom mind is very lighter, very happy. By some practice, you got rid of that Raga and Dvesha, let us say. We feel so happy. That's called Apyayita Buddhi. Like you want to take revenge with somebody because something did wrong and the mind is burning. But somebody told, यार क्या revenge लेते हो, ये तो end नहीं होता, again he will take revenge and whole life you only have to fight with each other. Why don't you forgive him and stop that thought of revenge? After some deliberation, discussion, question answer, let us say that person could convince us, and we got convinced, and we just decided that no more the thought of revenge. At that time, what a peace, what a joy we get. Is all at the mind level, I'm telling. For example, that's called apyayita buddhi. In the same way, the pure Atma, me, through these three gunas, is always impure. एंड गुण के द्वारा गुणात्मक होकर ऐसा वाला इम्प्योर सुख अगर दे रहा है तो दे रहा था, नहीं तो दुखी ही कर रहा था. नाउ दिस इन द सर्च ऑफ आत्मवस्तु, when the atma is found to be other than the gunas, the impurity of the gunas gone away, it is found to be pure. That pure atma's finding gives such an apyayita buddhi. ये मजेदार है बाबा. See the whole sentence. दृष्ट अनुश्रविक विषय दोषदर्शी विरक्तः पुरुष दर्शन अभ्यासात्. Lot of abhyas is done for darshana purusha. In that effort, what has happened? Tat shuddhi praviveka. Vivek ho gaya ki it's other than the three gunas. Then it is shuddha that is found. In that finding, what is found was apyayita buddhi. Once that apyayanam has come, then why will again get introduced to or attached to or involved in the gunas? No. Therefore, gunebhyaha. What gunas? Vyakta and avyaktebhyaha. Whether in the very finer, subtlemost, in unmanifest form, ho, or in the form of manifestation, in the form of the objects of the world, ho, viraktaha. He is not at all interested in it. This is called a paravairagya. That is what? Tat parasam purusha khyate gunavaitrushnyam. How the purusha khyati comes, that is what is explained by Vyasa Bhagavan. First purusha khyati aane ke liye, you have to do the aparavairagya. Thereafter, purusha darshana abhyasa. The abhyasa is fulfilled in separation of the purusha from the gunas. And that is done, he is found to be shuddha. When that shuddha purusha is found or touched, it is giving such an apyayanam in us. This purusha is not anybody outsider. अपने बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, बाहर का ध्यान नहीं हो रहा इधर. ध्यान is about my own self. When I myself, after the avara vairagya, trying to see my own inner self, in that effort of that, in that abhyas of that, I find myself to be other than the three gunas. And that gives such a feeling of shuddhi. And that shuddhata gives such a apyayana anubhuti. After that anubhuti, touching of the self, the mixed up ananda of the self through the gunas, found to be lesser grade or lesser cadre. When you have good money, when you go to a shop, he will show you both types of rice. One is absolutely pure, good quality, very well refined, but 100 रुपए kg. दूसरा वाला 60 रुपए है, लेकिन उतना क्वालिटी नहीं है. Then if you have money, why do you go for 60 वाला? In the same way, when the Shuddha Atma is giving such a apyayanam, why again making the Atma get identify the gunas? No, therefore gunas are rejected. Virakti to the guna, vyakta avyaktebhya. The sublime inner and also the outer. When the virakti happens, that is called as the paravairagya. Now this is again not sufficient. Little more explanation. We will talk tomorrow of this till we get the thought clear in our understanding. And here Bhagavan Bhashyakara will explain to us ki in this way there are two vairagyas are there, and then the second vairagya is actually the anubhuti of the Atma only. Then when the Atma anubhuti comes, that person does this type of thought, has this type of thought, I did what I have to do, I achieved what I have to achieve, there's nothing to bind me. This is the proof that we have reached the paravairagya. Paravairagya reaching is equal to touching Atma anubhuti. Atma anubhuti touching is equal to the apyayatvam. The apyayatvam is equal to these 3 or 4 sentences. That I did what I have to do, I achieved what I have to achieve. Then there are no more chains of bondage to me, nor even vasanas or samskaras to put me in janma marana. ये सब स्पष्ट रूप से उस स्थिति में अनुभव में आता है. And that is why toward the end of this Bhashya, Vyasa Bhagavan says, therefore the paravairagyam is no lesser than, not away from, not other than the Kaivalya itself. It is never away from Kaivalya. Kaivalya alone is Paravairagya. So this thing, when we listen 2 or 3, 4 times, same thing, then we enter into the groove of understanding. Therefore, when we meet tomorrow, this Paravairagya, more space, same thing I repeat, with more technicalities and subtlety, then you will understand. And your homework also is there of contemplation, so that this knowledge becomes your. देन वी विल अंडरस्टैंड कि यार होना ही चाहिए वैराग्य, हम क्यों फंसे हैं इस राग द्वेष में दुनिया के लिए, एंड लूजिंग आवर ओन आत्मानंद. See that dawn when it happens in our life, no? Why I am becoming extroverted and getting lost in the delusive world of things and beings? When the reality with all its bliss is there in my own self as self. देखो, after so many years of Shravana, this thought is a result of it. And this is enough to get out of the world and worldly samsara and get deeply into spiritual sadhana. एक ही विषय को हमको सीख, like 10-20 years of inquiry or experimentation, the scientist discovers only one principle, but that principle works eternally for many of the purposes. Like the electricity, anode, cathode come together, flow and glow. Once only it was discovered, but throughout further life, it is useful for everyone. But to discover that one thing, he had to spend some 25-30 years. In the same way, Nirantara Shastra Shravana say, Satyatva of the Brahma Atma and Mithyatva of the Jagat, when they are understood, then the Vairagya for the Jagat and the Mukshata or the Jignasa for the Atma is born. When the Jagat ke liye Vairagya hota hai, it becomes easy for doing the Vyatireka sadhana. Then when the Jignasa utpanna hota hai, it is easy to do the Anvaya sadhana. In that effort of Vyatireka and Anvaya, we slowly become subtler in our own understanding and identity of ourselves. Finally, we discover we are that pure Brahman of the self. One of the help for this is our own Taittiriya Upanishad through Panchakosha Viveka. And not in one day, we have just started it. Is it not? And when we rigorously, regularly, intensely, sincerely keep on doing without cancelling or nullifying this sadhana by unnecessary involvement in the world, then we can progress. We can see the progress. And along with that, when we invoke the Guru and Bhagavad Kripa fully, then you can start enjoying the sadhana. You can start enjoying the progress in the sadhana. बस लगे रहो, हो जाएगा वो. No need to compare with others. Many people reach much before us. We also reach much before others. But this comparison is not at all meaningful in a spirituality. So tat param purusha khyate gunavai trushnyam. So a person who has done the aparavairagya, then he is doing the purusha abhyasa, purusha darshana abhyasa. In that effort of trying to do see the purusha है मेरे अंदर, उनको देखने का अभ्यास जब मैं कर रहा हूँ, then the purusha is found to be shuddha, free from the gunas. That shuddha purusha gives an experience of apyayatva. Because of the apyayata buddhi or experience or joy or satisfaction, then there is vitrushna for the gunas, whether they are expressed grossly or not expressed and therefore subtle. That is said here as vyakta avyakta dharma kebhyaha gunebhyaha viraktaha. Very subtle it is. And we have to understand it that way only. Maja aayega. So don't miss tomorrow's class. This is a very important topic. Up to this actually main yoga darshan. Then a question comes, which are the sadhanas to be done? Then we will be talking about this yama niyama asana. And after this sutra, the 4 types of samprajnata samadhi, then asamprajnata samadhi, they will also be explained. After doing that 20-25 sutras, the entire yoga darshanam covered so far, we will again re-see it for a comprehensive, substantial understanding. Same we will do for our Panchakosha Viveka, which we are doing in our Taittiriya Upanishad also. Like we are seeing in Ramayana, how step by step Sri Ramji is guiding. In Bhagavatam also, Bhumata and Shukadevi is guiding Parikshit. So in this way, with more love for our Shastra, with more desire to understand the knowledge, with more stronger feeling to discover the self, when we involve, definitely the Guru Shruti Mata's Krupa will be there, giving us the required knowledge and inspiration to do sadhana. And when you are on the sadhana, Siddhi also will be guaranteed. Thank you. Let all of us by that way be graced and blessed by Guru Parampara and Shruti Mata. In this very life, may we have the glimpses of Paramatma Anubhuti. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today we are concluding our Telugu Vishnu Sahasranama class, 318 days. Today is Bhishma Ekadashi. Today is the day Bhishmaji leaves his body and goes. Though he fell on the 10th day of the Kurukshetra war, but he stays for such a long time and gives all the knowledge to our Yudhishthirji and all. He was waiting actually for Uttarayanam. उत्तरायण हो गया, पर उसके बाद भी और कुछ दिन रुकते हैं, because the subject is not concluded or not completed, the teaching subject. Today it's over. It is said that today is the day he goes and back merges into the Ashtavasus. One of the Vasus is the coming in the form of Bhishma. They are all the Puranic stories. So I never thought like that. It just happened that our effort of 318 days, today Bhishma Niryanam as well as Vishnu Sahasranama Sampannam. Tomorrow we are studying Mundaka Upanishad in Telugu. From tomorrow, let it take some time. At least one Upanishad in Telugu I want to do in the YouTube. उसके बाद फिर प्रभु इच्छा से जो होगा. All our other classes will continue as every day. Thank you. Om Shri Shruti Matre Namaha. Narayana 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 Narayana.